6 a.m. The alarm rips through the dark, and you already know what happens next. You don't even think. Hand to phone, snooze, roll over, back into the warm. That routine has been running your life for years. And every time you do it, you tell yourself the same lie. Tomorrow I'll start. Tomorrow I'll change. But today you swear it's different. And look, let's not romanticize it. The first 2 mornings you'll want to quit. You'll feel like you're dying for no reason. But if you make it to day 30, you'll be grateful you suffered through day 2. 6:47 a.m. You don't get up. You peel yourself out of bed like a corpse with responsibilities. Everything protests. Sore legs, foggy brain, dry eyes. Your mind replays the warmth of your blankets like it's a drug. And you step outside anyway. You start warming up, and something you can't see kicks in. Morning light hits your eyes, and the signal travels deep into your brain to a tiny region called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, your SCN. That's your master clock. Your body's timekeeper. It tells everything else what time it is. Your hormones, your temperature, your alertness, your digestion. And right now it's getting a message it hasn't gotten consistently in a long time. This is morning. This is when we move. Cortisol rises. Not panic cortisol, wake up cortisol. Your body begins shifting gears. You can't feel it yet, but the clock just started resetting. Day 2 isn't inspiring. Day 2 is you questioning your life choices. You're stiff, you're annoyed, you're not motivated, but you go. Because motivation isn't the engine, it's the exhaust. Repetition is the engine. Day 3, something weird happens. You wake up and it's quiet. You check the time. The alarm hasn't gone off yet. You're awake 2 minutes early. You're not happy, but you're not wrecked either. And that's not magic. That's your biological clock adapting. 3 consecutive mornings of outdoor light tells your SCN, okay, this is the schedule now. Then around 10 a.m., you notice it. You feel sharper, more awake, less fog. A coworker even says, you seem different. Did you change something? And you just smile because you're not about to explain you've joined the 6 a.m. cult. By day 5, you wake up with something you haven't felt in a long time. Not motivation, not joy, anticipation. Like your brain is starting to expect the hit, light, movement, momentum. And for the first time you think, okay, maybe I can actually keep this up. Then day 6 shows up with gray skies. Rain tapping the window like an excuse. Your brain immediately starts negotiating. Skip today. Rest is productive. Rain is basically a sign. But you remember something important. Even on cloudy days, outdoor light is still dramatically brighter than indoor light. Your body doesn't need perfect sunshine. It needs intensity and timing. So you go. You finish soaked, cold, annoyed, and somehow proud. Because now you're not just someone who works out when conditions are perfect. You're someone who shows up when conditions are trash. That's identity. That's dangerous in a good way. By day 7, you do your first weekly check-in, and you notice falling asleep is easier. Not perfect, but the night doesn't feel like a battlefield anymore. You're getting sleepy earlier, maybe 10-15 minutes earlier. Your mornings feel slightly less violent. Your face even looks a little less puffy. It's subtle, but it's real. And you realize you didn't change your life in a week, but you changed your direction. Week 2 is not cinematic. Legs still ache. Alarm still sucks. You still look in the mirror and wonder why your abs haven't shown up after 7 heroic mornings. But under the surface, your body is adapting. Your muscles are learning efficiency. Your metabolism is learning how to mobilize energy earlier. Your brain is building a rule. Hard things happen in the morning, and that rule quietly makes the rest of your day easier. Day 10 is a rough work day. Frustration, pressure, the kind of day that normally follows you home and keeps you awake. But that night you notice something shocking. You're not spiraling. No doom scrolling for comfort. No anxiety loop. No emotional hangover. You're stable. And you realize the workout from 8 hours ago is still paying interest. Because exercise isn't just fitness. It's stress processing. It changes your chemistry, your baseline, the way your nervous system responds. You sit there thinking, is this what mentally stable people feel like all the time? Over the weekend, friends invite you out late. Old you says yes and pays for it tomorrow. New you makes a weird move. You still go, but you leave early. They joke. They act like you've become boring. But you're not boring. You're serious. And the reason is simple. You've tasted what it feels like when your mornings aren't chaos. You don't want to go back. 3 p.m. The classic crash. Normally you're reaching for coffee, sugar, anything to survive the last hours of the day. But today, you're fine, focused, stable, clear, and you almost laugh because your brain tries to explain it with some fantasy. Maybe it's a supplement. Maybe it's placebo. No, it's just the boring truth. You started getting light early. You started moving early. You started aligning your biology. And your body responded like it was designed to. By the end of 2 weeks, you naturally want sleep earlier. Around 10 p.m., you feel the pull. The morning alarm stops feeling like a personal attack. Sometimes you wake up before it. And the scariest part? This is becoming normal. Week 3 is when people start commenting. You look healthier. You seem calmer. You've got energy. And you try not to act smug. But inside, you're like, if you only knew what I've been doing while you've been asleep. Day 19 matters. Big presentation. Normally you'd be anxious to the point of stomach pain, but you train that morning anyway. And when the moment comes, you're calm. Your thinking is clear. Words come out clean. You don't feel like you're fighting yourself. Afterward, your boss praises your performance. That night you fall asleep fast. Deep fast. No 3 a.m. anxiety. No tossing and turning. You wake up refreshed and just stare at the ceiling like, wait, people live like this? Week 4 starts, and then it happens. You oversleep. First time in weeks. Instant panic. Did I ruin it? Am I back to square one? You skip the workout and the whole day feels off, like your body is missing something. And that's when you realize this isn't willpower anymore. Your body now expects morning movement. It's a physiological demand, a rhythm. Day 30, 5:58 a.m. You open your eyes. The alarm hasn't gone off yet, but this time you're not dreading the day. You're excited. You catch yourself in the mirror. That person looks like you, but sharper, more alive. You step outside. The sky shifts from deep blue to purple, and you remember day 1, standing here exhausted, feeling stupid, questioning why you were doing this. Now you think most people have no idea what they're missing. Your phone buzzes. It's the friend who mocked you in week 1. Okay, seriously, how did you do it? I want to try. You smile and type, tomorrow, 6 a.m. I'll be up. And I'm warning you, the first 2 mornings will be brutal, because 30 days isn't the finish line. It's chapter 1. Now here's what's really happening. When you get morning light into your eyes, your SCN sets the clock for the day. That affects when your body releases cortisol, when your temperature rises, when you feel alert, and when you start producing melatonin later at night. Morning light makes nighttime sleep easier. Then the workout adds a second signal. We move early now. Your brain and body start anticipating that demand. Your nervous system gets more efficient. Your stress response becomes less dramatic. Your energy stops spiking and crashing. And yes, on the cellular level, your body adapts too. Muscles become better at using oxygen. Mitochondria become more efficient at producing energy. Recovery improves because your system gets better at handling load. This is why it starts as suffering and turns into stability. Because you didn't just start waking up early. You trained your biology to operate on a cleaner rhythm. So tomorrow morning, when your alarm hits and your brain offers you the old deal, snooze, comfort, nothing changes. Remember this. Day 1 feels like torture. Day 3 feels possible. Day 10 feels different. Day 30 feels like you got your life back. Now go earn it.